Okay, third time's the charm, right? Yeah, I hope so. I'm tired of repeating myself. So, hey everybody, it's Jamie. Apologizing for any freeway / fan noise / dog noise that comes on. I can't help those things. It's too hot to not have the fan on or the window open, so I close the window, but you're still gonna hear the freeway. But anyways, I wanted to do a life update because I've been gone from my YouTube channel for too long. And it makes me very sad. But I think I might have mentioned either in the last vlog or maybe the last couple vlogs, I got a job at Hobby Lobby. Woo! Yeah, so I got a job, and it's been crazy since day one. Like, I went in, applied, like, you got an interview for the next day, but I got the job, and I helped set up the store literally from the ground up. The only thing that was there when I got there was the building itself and, you know, the floors and stuff like that, but we put in all the shelves, all the product, all the glass, all the pegs, all the pegboards, everything. Everything, and then we had the lighting installed. Everything was, we put it in. And it's been really crazy. They keep telling us that we're supposed to get our schedule like 2 weeks in advance. So like today I would know my schedule for the next 2 weeks, but that's not true. They're worse than Six Flags. Six Flags, like right on the 2 weeks, bam. There you go. If you want to make a request for days off, 2 weeks in advance, minimum. And you could do Six Flags, you can do it online. Hobby Lobby, you have to fill out paperwork and it's a pain and it's just like really irritating. And my direct deposit hasn't even kicked in yet, so that's also really irritating. But I mean, the job itself is fine. I have to commute now and I don't have a car yet. So I have to like share, what am I trying to say? Ride share with my mom. So I had to take her and my brother to school and work in the mornings and then bring the car back and then go to work, depending what time I start. If I start at like 3, then she gets home and then I can leave and it's all good. But yeah, so I talked about Hobby Lobby in the last like take I did of this, and I really don't want to talk about Hobby Lobby anymore. Today is my day off and it is a Tuesday. So let's talk about more fun and exciting things. One being that I hopefully soon will get a car. I'm still deciding and still saving up. I want to get at least like a solid half of the car cost ready to go before I purchase the car. So I'm slowly getting there. It's just really hard because I'm only getting paid an extra quarter above minimum wage, so $10.25 an hour, and then my hours can vary anything from 4 to 8. So it's like, but I'm deciding between two cars right now, the Subaru Crosstrek and the Subaru Impreza. I'm leaning towards the Crosstrek because I test drove that one and I like the way it sits. I like everything about the Crosstrek. But swear, every time I sit down to film, the dogs want to come in or go out. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Crosstrek. But the Impreza is theoretically the same car. I haven't test drove it and I haven't looked on the inside yet. But it's about $2,000 cheaper and the tires are less expensive. But my insurance will be the same. And you know what's funny? I was looking through insurances. Liberty Mutual won't insure me. I don't know if it's because I've only had my license for 2 years and I'm going to have a brand new car or what, but they would not insure me. So right now it's between Progressive and Mercury. I still need to look at Allstate. But yeah, so the Impreza is basically the same as the Crosstrek, except it's not considered like a crossover SUV. So it's cheaper, but it also sits, I think, 8 inches lower. So it's like, you know, a regular standard car height for, you know, like the Civic or the Altima, things like that. But I don't want to sit on the floor. I want to sit high like I do in the van because as a short person, it just makes driving a lot easier. So I'm deciding between the two. I love both of them. I think it'll just come down to what I can afford, and if I'm permanent, and full-time at Hobby Lobby, then I'll get the Crosstrek, but if I'm permanent and part-time, then I'll probably end up getting the Impreza because I need a car. The ride-sharing thing is getting really old for me and my parents. I need to, yeah. And that my car will be the first thing that I'm going to completely pay for myself. I didn't really pay for my college. My parents did. Because I was very fortunate enough. So I really want to pay for my car by myself. It'll be my first huge purchase that I've done by myself, and I think it's a necessary step for me. And before you go, oh, you can buy a used car. I don't want a used car. I want to buy this car and have it for the next 20 years. That is the plan. And Subarus have a very high resale rate, so we're going to do that too. Other things that I've done that are very exciting. Two of them. We're going to talk about this one. No, I woke my computer up. Dang it. So I'm sorry for the computer noise. But the first time, can you hear it? Do you see? I don't know if you can see the reflection on camera. But so I've joined the Supernatural family lately, and I'm all in. I'm full in the Supernatural family. And I follow Misha Collins on Instagram, and he does this really cool thing called Random Acts of Kindness, and it's a big charity thing. I think I heard something about it last year, but I don't remember any of it. And then this year as I heard about it, I'm like, oh yeah, but I didn't compete in the actual like Random Acts thing. But he random acts and Steps for Kindness in collaboration with Homeboys Industry did a virtual 5K. Now I know, you're thinking, what the heck is a virtual 5K? Well, it's basically a 5K that you can do whenever, wherever, and you just have to upload your time and results to the website. And it's really nice because you can do it, you know, over a stretch of days or a week, you know? So I wanted to do it, and I asked my mom if she wanted to do it, and she said yeah. So we did it together because we do about 2 miles every day. And it was really fun and really exciting, and we did it in 2 days because a 5K is a little over 3 miles. So it only took us 2 days, and it was cool because, especially since my work schedule's been really weird, we didn't have to go to any specific place. We didn't have to pay for parking. We just had to pay the online registration fee, and you know, that was it. And then we submitted our results, and we got medals. I now have a 5K medal, and it's huge. Just look at how big it is. It's like bigger than the palm of my hand, and it says Random Acts on the little ribbon. And then on the front it says Steps for Kindness and Random Acts with a shoe and a 5K. And it's like super thick. It's heavy. Like, they fit 2 of these in this little tiny envelope because I got one and my mom got one. And the envelope was so heavy. I'm like, how did you get away with not having to put it in a box? But yeah, I was a part of that, and it's really cool. I really love Homeboy Industries and all they do for people who are involved in gangs, whether it was by family or personal, you know, them in a gang. They do a bunch of amazing things, and I'll link everything about Random Acts and Steps for Kindness and Homeboy Industries in down bar below. And I'm really glad that Misha said something about it, because I'm like, oh, that's perfect, because I don't have time to actually go to a 5K, and then also it didn't limit, you know, to who could go. Like, if it was a 5K in California, then only, you know, the people in that vicinity could go, whereas this was like a whole, probably worldwide thing, I would imagine. I know it was definitely a US-wide thing, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then the next thing, because the Supernatural family is just too good, and I love it to death. But Jared and Jensen, who plays Sam and Dean on Supernatural, came out with a commemorative sweatshirt for season 12, and the proceeds go to helping people with depression and suicide and spreading that awareness about mental illness and things like that. And it's amazing. I'll leave the description down below and an interview with Jared, because it has filled my heart with happiness to know that these boys have done you know, they're famous and they can afford so much, but they have done so much good by their community and for the world, and it was like, oh, it just fills me with. But anyway, so I got a sweatshirt because I can't resist when people I love do things, especially when it involves sweatshirts or t-shirts. Like you saw, I have a 100 t-shirt, and I have a bunch of other t-shirts too. But I got this Supernatural sweater. I got the maroon and gold color, and I think if you ordered within so many days, or I think the first 48 hours, you got a special season 12 pin. But yeah, it has this, and it has Baby and Sam and Dean on the front, and it says always keep fighting, season 12, and then this sweatshirt's campaign is family always has your back, and I really like that message because it's true. And I also like that in the show, Bobby says family doesn't end with blood, and then I think a couple seasons later, he said it doesn't start with blood either. And it's true. You choose your family. You are born into one, but you don't have to stay with that one if they're not good for you. You get to choose your family. I consider my friends my family. All my friends, you know, are brothers and sisters to me, and their families are my families. I have so many second moms and dads that I consider, you know, like parents to me, especially my best friends. I'm like, yes, you are my parent too. I am your child. And it's really comfy, cozy, and it's amazing, and I love it, and I love the message it spreads. And I'm just so happy to be a part of like causes and things like that. And I'm telling you, the boys of Supernatural are just so amazing about doing these things for charity. So I got to be a part of those, and it was really exciting, and it makes me really happy. Yeah, other things that I wanted to tell you. I don't think so. Did I have anything else? I'm trying to think